extremely early on this Sunday morning, 6:30 where I'm at. So I wanted to get the readings out the way so everybody can enjoy Sunday and rest. Okay, specifically me, so that the readings are done. And we can go about our day. I will be relaxing. All right, let me make sure I don't have no lipstick on my teeth. All right, we're good. I'm just waiting for people to join. I am a little tired, but I'm in a new era where it's like, okay, I'm using every minute of every day to do things and get things done that I want to accomplish. So we are here. We're building a platform. Those of you that are joining, all right, we're going to do this in order of first come, first serve. So drop your zodiac sign in the chat. That's the order we're going to do it in. Just waiting on some more people to join. If you're watching on TikTok, this will be up on YouTube and it will be time stamped. All right, so we got Libra. So come on in. This is my little page for my Oracle deck. Let's see. So I'm trying to. All right, I'll skip that. I didn't want to lose my page. That's all good. All right, so we got Libra, Virgo. All right, normally all my people is on YouTube. Okay, so it's only it's just TikTok today. All right, guys, come on in. Drop y'all signs in the chat. So far, we just got Libra and Virgo. I actually was thinking about doing like where you pull an overall card, but I'm not gonna lie, I forgot to do it. So I was gonna do it like off camera and title the video that, but we might do that next time. Hi, welcome. Drop y'all signs in the chat so we can get the order of the readings today. We got Libra and Virgo. Thank you for following. It's very, very early, so I didn't think too many people would be on here anyway. But we're gonna be patient. Okay, Pisces, welcome y'all. Good morning. Thank you for subscribing on YouTube. Thank you for the gift on TikTok. I'm on multiple platforms, guys. So I'm on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, Kick. So this will be up on YouTube. It'll be time stamped in case you miss your sign. It'll be up there. Thank you. Thank you, Tashawn, for the gifts. Good morning, Rhonda. Welcome, y'all. So we're going to do general readings today. We're doing them by zodiac sign. All right, so we got Libra, Virgo, Pisces. So keep dropping y'all signs in the chat. You say you don't sleep much. I be sleep. I do. I was going to continue to sleep, but I got up. All right, so we got Leo, Cancer, Taurus. Hi, yep, Libra will be first, actually. So far we got Libra, Virgo, Pisces, Leo, Cancer, Taurus. Thank you. Also, just to let you guys know, the readings are typically like 10 to 15 minutes. So if you're further down the list and you like, I gotta go, I can't sit here and watch you for 30 minutes, that's fine. You can come back and you can watch this. It will be up on YouTube if you miss me. But we got Libra, Virgo, Pisces, Leo, Cancer, Taurus so far. We got some unusual signs today. I don't think I ever do Libra first or Virgo like up at the top. So we got some new people. Okay, Capricorn. I know my fellow Sagittarius are asleep probably. I know they still sleep because listen, I just happened to get up. Yep, we got Pisces, Leo. We got Libra first. All right, y'all. So we're Aries. Okay. Yeah, these are not the norms. We got some new people in here. All right. All right, I'm going to get started. And then, of course, as people continue to join, we'll go about it that way. If you join as a member on my YouTube channel, you do get a monthly question. You get a monthly reading that you get to do. And the higher tier gets the career and the love readings. And yeah, y'all know where to find my readings. They're linked in my bios. You just buy the reading in the store and you get a private YouTube video. All right, so that's how I do it. It's a 30-minute video, and you can get probably like up to 4 questions in that video, or like 4 different topics if you don't have a specific question. Like you can say love, career, family. You can do it that way. But yeah, that's how we do the readings here. If you are on TikTok, please do not get scammed. As the channel or the page continues to grow, there will be fake pages of me. It was last time. It was a lot of fake pages of me. Please do not get scammed. I will never DM you. I will never ask you to do anything. I don't need to offer you any spell work, anything like that. It's never going to happen, okay? So, all right, we're going to get started. You say you've been up since 5. Good morning. Thank you. Thank you, Nick's lover. I appreciate you. Shout out to Trinidad. Welcome. Good morning. Richard, make sure you subscribe. The trolls help the page grow. All right, let's get started, y'all. So again, the order we got so far is Libra, Virgo, Pisces, Leo, Cancer, Taurus, Capricorn, Aries. All right, if you do not see your sign or you didn't hear your sign, drop it in the chat. I'll write it down. All right, so Libra, let me timestamp it. Okay, let's get started with Libra. Let's see here. We're up early. We're up early in the morning. All right, let's see. Libra. I'm like half asleep, but we got Taurus on the list, by the way. All right, you said Cancer and Pisces. Yep, those signs are on here. All right, Libra. So what is the center of your reading? What's the center of the situation for the Libras here? Most important energy. Okay, rebellion. All right, so going against the grain, doing things different than everybody else. All right, so that is the center of your reading. What role do you play here, Libra? So that's the topic of discussion. What role do you play in your reading, Libras? Okay, passion. So it's something that you desire, something you're inspired already. What are you inspired to do? What do you desire here, Libras? You could also be, attracted to somebody or, something like that. Okay, you desire to dominate. You desire to control. Okay, that's pretty typical for Libras. All right, what do you want to dominate or control, Libra? Let's see. What do you want to dominate or control here? You want to control, okay, there's a difficulty. Oh, you want to, okay, first of all, you're trying to control what you say. There's a difficulty in resisting either talking or there's a difficulty resisting listening to somebody. You have a hard time not talking, okay? Or you have a hard time not talking about a certain subject or a certain topic. All right, saying what here with voice? You want to talk about how somebody acts, somebody's personality. I feel like you want to talk about... looks like you want to talk about an Aquarius's personality or something, or it's hard for you not to talk about people who are different. The center of it is rebellion. Aquarius rules an energy where like everybody has their own unique identity in the group. So even though it's a group of people, they all may have something in common. They all still have their own unique identity. I feel like you're trying not to say something about how somebody acts. All right, let's see. Trying to hold back. So you desire to control the difficulty you have with not saying anything. Like it's hard for you to resist saying something here. Thank you for following. Thank y'all for the gifts. I appreciate y'all. All right, so let's see. Let's get cards from my Libras. Let's see. There you go. You got the Nine of Swords of Justice. You're constantly thinking of how to say something nicely. All right. I feel like too, you want to say something Now, there's a couple ways this could go. You either want to not talk, like, okay, I don't feel like talking, but I feel like your issue is it's difficult for you to resist saying something, and you're constantly thinking about it. Okay, it's like you're trying to turn your mind off a little bit here. You don't want to talk about it. All right, so the signs that's coming out, you got Libra, Gemini, and a Sagittarius. So either you want to talk about a Gemini or a Sagittarius, like personality or something like that. All right, so let's see. So what it's like what are you constantly thinking about here? You're like, I can't say it. I can't say it. Yeah, it's like it's okay. What's difficult about this? It's like it's hard for you not to say something. What else is difficult here? You just want to fuss, or it's difficult. Yeah, it's difficult for you. Oh, all right. There's a couple ways this could go. Right, either you feel like it's difficult for you to hold back what you're saying because people don't like listening to you. But I'm gonna keep it a buck. I feel like you're trying to hold back what you want to say because it's also difficult for you to listen. So you're gonna be put in a scenario where you're like, I want to say something so bad, but it could be the person that you deal with. You know they're gonna say something back, or you know it's not just gonna be Libra gets the last word. It's kind of what I'm getting. It looks like it's like the person you're dealing with is like, nah, I'm gonna say something too. Like that's basically what your scenario is. Yes, my Sagittariuses are late today. Y'all down on the list. That's okay though. Thank you. All right, so I feel like this is the scenario. You really, really want to talk about this. You really, really want to bring this up. What is this energy right here? You're like, I want to say something so bad. Okay. Oh, so it is truth. All right. So what else is the truth about this scenario, Libra? Let's see. So that could be why you're worried. Leadership and knowledge. All right. So I feel like that's why you're worried. Somebody around you sees the truth, and it's like if you say something, they're going to say something just as smart or like just as straightforward or blunt. Okay, let's continue. That's funny. This is a funny reading. I'm gonna read y'all comments in a second. I think I got most of them signs written down that y'all posted. All right, so what other truth do we see here? I feel like literally you just wish you could control what you say. It just all right, yeah. So there's a truth. So okay, so this is an individual. First of all, this energy, somebody is talking out loud to a large group of people. So this is leadership and knowledge. Somebody is very consistent on speaking out or speaking to people or speaking with a group here. That's what's going on. So I feel like that could be why you're trying to hold back. Maybe the person that you want to say something to, they probably got the same amount of people that are willing to listen to them, or like I said, I mentioned that the group has something in common, so you guys could be related or co-workers, or so I feel like if you say something, yeah, I feel like too this could be some wild shit. Like, we're in a day and age where people love a good story time. They love putting people's business out there. I feel like if there was something you wanted to speak on, like somebody knows just as much as you do about you, basically. Like that's what I'm kind of getting. But I do see somebody being able to repetitively talk, share their information, and is consistent. Okay, so let's see. So who's leadership and knowledge then? Let's see. And we'll see what other energy you should be in here, Libras. So this person, yeah, the Magician and the Emperor. So this energy is okay. This has worked for me. I know it works for me. I'm sure about it. I've used this before. So that is the type. That is the person that this is. All right, let's see. What other energy? Thank you. Ooh, it's a lot of y'all on here. Oh, wow. I didn't think it was going to be this many people. We got 63 or 60 and 69. Shout out to y'all. And then we got one person asking if I like foot massages on Twitch. So, all right, let's see. So what energy should you be in here, Libras, for yourself? Ambition. Here we go with the Eight of Pentacles. pride. Yeah. Defense and humor. So something is like I feel like you're working on something. You may block out an entire group of people while you're doing something, or like you need to, what do you need to be consistent on with ambition? You need to be consistent with something. There's also, it's like you don't like who the leader is. You have a perspective on like leadership. Okay, this is the thing. Somebody that's in charge or whoever the leader is, I feel like you also don't like it. That may have something to do with you wanting to speak out against this person. I feel like the person who's in charge is because one, something worked for them and they've mastered how it works. It could be an Aries because I'm pulling the Magician and the Emperor. But no matter what this person's sign is, they initiated something on their own. They've created it. They mastered it for themselves. That is why they're able to say something out loud. I feel like there is a perspective on going against leadership. I feel like that's the issue. I feel like that's why it's difficult for you to control what you want to say, because maybe this person is trying to help you. They could be an authoritative figure. This could be like their business, their job. And you kind of you kind of want to go against what they're saying or go against them. Yeah, it's difficult for you to listen pretty much. Please don't message anybody. I told y'all that TikTok is scam city. Do not message that person. All right, so your energy that you need to be in is ambition, staying consistent. So yeah, there is an individual here that can see what's going on. All right, what is this here real quick? All right, I feel like too you want to say something, but for some reason there is going to be also a conversation about money loss. Maybe that's what you don't want to discuss. It's like you want to say something so bad. I feel like too, I don't know what the scenario is that you want to speak on in particular, but there is an underlying scenario where there is a loss of money due to a relationship or a loss of, now your advice was ambition. So if you're wondering, Libra, it is time for you to focus on your career right now. All right, now maybe that's what leadership is trying to tell you to do. It's like somebody's telling you this, or like if you're comparing yourself to another individual, it is because they're focused on their career and not their love life at the moment. Or even if they were in a relationship or anything like that, they did not let that take precedence over their career. So somebody is very focused in at least finishing their projects or whatever, whatever the goal may be. But the underlying root of a scenario is that there was a loss of money due to like a relationship, or if this is also like at work, there could be a instance where somebody's trying to be too loving, too nice, too kind to like their coworkers and things like that. It's time for energy to be more professional. All right, so that is summing up the Libra reading. Okay, that could have been in the mix. You guys will figure out what that is. Literally, I feel like the underlying thing is like, damn, I wish I could control what I say, or I wish I could, hold back. Now, if this is a scenario where you want to be more outspoken, hey, we live in the age of social media platforms, so maybe you have to make your own platform or something, or find some sort of outlet when you can say whatever you want. All right, so that was Libra. Really quick, we are on the first sign, guys. We're early today, so we only did Libra so far, so you didn't miss anything. We got Virgo, Pisces, Leo, Cancer, Taurus, Capricorn, Aries, Sagittarius. Let me see who else we're missing. If you did not hear your sign, drop your sign in the chat. We got 3 more signs left. Those of you that's watching me on TikTok, again, please don't get scammed. There's always a lot of scammers on there. I'm never going to DM you guys. I'm never going to tell you that I'm going to do spell work on you, none of that crazy shit. Just please do not get scammed. The only way to get readings is the link in my bio. That's it. You can't get readings anywhere else. And I just added Gemini to the list, and there's 2 more. So we're going to get started on Virgo. Going to get started on the Virgo, folks. Welcome, everybody. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. So a lot of y'all up early. I didn't think y'all was going to be up this early. It's 69 again on TikTok and 56 on YouTube. Shout out to y'all. And one little lone ranger on Twitch. All right, Virgo. So what is the center? Oh, wait, I wrote my timestamp? Okay, we got it. All right, what's the center of the reading for the Virgos? What's the center of the reading for the Virgos? Good morning, y'all. All right, superstition, nervousness, worry. Now, yesterday you guys had transition and you were transitioning to an energy where you were worried or nervous. So there can be a nervousness, an anxiousness, overthinking, or something like an element like that going on. But let's see what else. So what is your current energy? What role do you play here, Virgo? Let's see. What role do you play here? Okay, so we've got angel energy. You're either, now this is the temperance. So Sagittarius, you could have either a Sag placement, Sag rising, Sag moon. You're either talking to a Sagittarius, bringing up a Sagittarius. You are in this energy. If you're not dealing with a Sag, you're like, I don't know, no Sages. That's fine. This could be an energy where you just have patience or you are teaching somebody something. All right. I feel like too, you could be the person that is foreign to an area. You're the only person of a race or the only person of a gender in a scenario. All right. But I feel like, you know, you're around a Sag, talking to them, all that good stuff. All right. What other energy should you be in here, Virgos? Let's see. Oh, okay, fight. All right, so you're gonna have to stand up for yourself. You're gonna have to challenge something. So I feel like too, if you're in angel energy, you could be trying to have patience in a scenario here. What are you gonna have to fight against? Or challenge? You have to challenge. Oh, defiance. Okay. All right, this looks juicy. Looks like looks like somebody's going against you or disrespecting you in some way. You're gonna have to defend yourself or stand up for yourself. Like, you're going to have to fight against some disrespect or fight against some, like, sexism, racism, something like that. I feel like, too, if you're an angel, I feel like you might be being too nice. And I'm definitely not saying that Sagittariuses are automatically nice. I'm not saying that. It's just that is what the... that's what the temperance represents. So please don't be in the comments talking about Sagittarius aren't nice. But... all right, so you have to fight against some sort of injustice here. All right, what's the disrespect? I feel like somebody's disrespecting something. What are they disrespecting here? Other than you. There's a voice. So somebody's not listening to what you're saying. Yeah, voice and respect. I feel like that was very specific. Somebody is completely disrespecting you. Yeah, so they could be literally going against a Taurus, but I feel like, yeah, you're like, here's the rules, here's the regulations, or yeah, somebody's just completely going against you or going against what you're saying. Damn. All right, let's see. You said, yeah, the Libra. That could be it. The Libra did have an issue with authority. That could be it. All right, let's see. That is funny. Let's get 8 cards here. You know Libras be fighting, so that's the #1 person that comes on here and argues with me is Libras. So please. I'm just playing. All right, 2 of Swords. There's a Knight of Wands. So if you're an angel energy, Virgo, you're kind of come out in Knight of Wands energy. All right, we got the Strength, the 6 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. Here's the 9 of Cups, and then the King of Wands. The King of Wands did come out in the Libra reading as well. All right, so let's see. The energy that I have here, there is a Leo involved as well. There has something to do with getting some attention here. I feel like somebody is proud of what they're doing. You could be telling somebody about, let's figure out what you're speaking on really quick. I feel like you're trying to also control your temper because other people are watching. I'm feeling like, too, there is an element of, you know how people will feel like proud of themselves for not fighting against something? Like, I'm proud I was the bigger person. I feel like that is what's going on here. But in this case, you are supposed to, looks like you are supposed to challenge something or at least, you know, speak up against it. Okay, so... let's see, what is voice and respect here? What's being said here? It's like you're trying to say something nice. Okay, damn. Yeah, somebody. There it is. There's defiance. I feel like somebody's like a hater. Um, I'm not even gonna lie. This is the type of person like you purposely told them, like you specifically told them what not to do, and they are doing it. Like they don't give a fuck. Okay, somebody, it looks like somebody's very jealous or very like insecure here about something. Wow. Okay, if you have like okay, what's making somebody so mad? Wait, hold on. Who is this? Who's in defiance? Somebody's really mad. If you're like a Sag rising Virgo, it's how you look out in public or something. So, who is this? I'm literally getting like where if you go, say you go out to an event today or something like that's like the planner of the event, like an event planner or like somebody that's in charge of something. What are they so upset about? Like it looks like somebody's very envious of you having something independently or yeah, they don't understand why you have it. They're like, how are you independent? Or why do you get to act like that? Or why do you get to look like that? Like somebody wants to figure out how you got something or how you can afford something. Oh, this looks wild. All right. So be careful with this because you know I don't what's going to be the result of fight real quick because I'll be trying this looks like a very jealous energy here. All right. What's the result of fight for you? Real quick, Virgo. Okay. Yes, self-love, hustle, and emotions. I feel like somebody's gonna have like an emotional outburst because of this. I feel like this may make you feel better about like the scenario because it's like why is you may even have to tell a community of people about this. Make sure you're with people or make sure you're around people when this occurs. That looks like a very jealous spirit. Damn. All right, what other energy should you be in? I'm gonna check and make sure Aquarius is on. I know Sag is on there. Let's see. So, what other energy should you be in here, Virgos? Yeah, pride, determination. Yeah, self love. It could be dealing with a Leo. That is a major card that I did pull here. But somebody is extremely like a hater. I don't know if they're a hater because you're what is Sag or let me see what else you're doing in angel energy. What else are you doing in angel energy? Let's see. Thank you, Ralph. Let's see. You said I must smell like white diamonds. Are you trying to call me old? Isn't that the old lady perfume? It's like, nah. Yeah, I feel like you see the good in somebody. That's why you're coming out as angel. You see like the good in like a group of people here. And they're jealous of you or they're envious or they're offended because you have something good going for yourself. If you're doing well right now, Virgos, I would not I'll be careful about who you're spending your time around. These people are jealous of you. All right, that was very specific. You know, I try not to give them type of readings, but I guess if they coming out like that, they definitely coming out disrespectful. They some haters. All right, let's see. Let me get the timestamp for you guys. Oh, that says 99. Oh, shout out to all of y'all that's in here. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. We haven't had that many people. Whoop, whoop. Hi, y'all. Thank you for the gifts, too. All right, so if you guys are new here, that's a 90 on TikTok, too. Okay, we going up. We coming up in the world, y'all. All right. Really quick, if y'all are new to watching me, we did it in order of first come, first serve. So we're not going in order of zodiac. So that's why we're all over the place. But so far we did do Libra and Virgo. If you're watching on TikTok or Twitch or Kick, this is up on my YouTube. It's time stamped. It's saved. You will be able to watch it there. My YouTube is the same name, guys. So it is EeshUrHeartOut. It's the same username. Not unfortunately, I can't link it to TikTok anymore. Also, TikTokers, there are a lot of you in here. Good morning. Please do not get scammed. The more of you that watch me, the more fake pages there will be. I will never DM y'all for readings. I will never tell you I'm going to do spell work to get nothing up off of you. I don't do spell work on other people. That's not me. That's not me messaging you. I will never DM you, okay? It's not, I'm not saying it like I will never talk to you guys. I don't like y'all. I'm just saying. The only way, thank you. The only way that you're going to get a reading is to buy it at the link in my bio. It's like you're buying any other item. It's a very easy process. All right, you buy it. I email you what's your question, and you get your 30-minute YouTube video. All right, it's unlisted. Nobody can see your video but you and people that you share the video with. All right, so we did Libra and Virgo. We're doing Pisces, Leo, Cancer, Taurus, Capricorn, Aries, Sagittarius, Gemini. I saw somebody say Aquarius, and then what's the last sign? We missing somebody. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio. So Scorpio will be last. All right. Let me change the timestamp for Pisces real quick. Time flies. All right. Pisces. Pisces is next. Good morning, guys. It's very early. I'm very tired. I was like, let me do this early so I can lay down. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, y'all. All right, let's see. What is the energy surrounding? Wait, who Pisces? All right, what is the center of your reading, Pisces? What's the center of your reading? Make sure y'all like the lives and subscribe. Okay, self-esteem. Okay, so somebody is going to be offended. That energy did kind of come out in the Virgo reading. They are your polar opposite if you know a Virgo. But the center of this reading is like insecurities, self-esteem, being offended. Okay. Looks like we're going to have some drama today. I should have a television show. Well, thanks, Ralph. I appreciate that. Thank you, Ahmed. Good morning, Amelia. Hey, no, the Sagittarius was late today. We're far down the list today. All right, so the center of your reading is self-esteem, Pisces. What role do you play here, Pisces? Let's see. Okay, love. All right, so you're doing something out of love for somebody. You're generous, kind, making sure that somebody else feels comfortable, making sure that you're being caring towards somebody. All right, so what are you doing out of love here, Pisces? And then we'll see what other energy you should be in. Yeah, you're trying to inspire somebody, or you're working with an Aquarius or being around Aquarius, whatever. But I feel like you're trying to inspire someone. All right. So let's see what the self-esteem part is. What might trigger somebody's self-esteem in this scenario? Resisting what? Let's see. Okay. Somebody wants to like block out, like stop saying that. They want somebody to not say something in person or in public, or not to act like themselves in public. What other energy should you be in, Pisces? We're going to clarify, of course. What other energy should you be in, Pisces? You said you don't want to hear about horoscope readings, but you are watching a tarot reader. Do you know how an algorithm works? Do you know that because you commented that on this video that you're going to see exactly what you don't want to see? You're going to keep seeing it over and over again. I'm sorry. People be so dumb, bro. I'm going to clip that. That's funny as fuck. Oh, man. That is too funny. Ooh. All right. Anyway, what other energy should you be in, Pisces? What other energy should you be in? Okay, vision. What do you need to see clearly here? You need to observe something. You need to see what is going on. All right. Okay. So something actually is going to change a repetitive perspective you have on what? Something is going to change, a repetitive perspective. Oh, that you have on change. Or on a Scorpio. Okay, let's see. Let's see what this means. So basically, your advice is to see something clearly. Is going to help how you view it. But I feel like you have a repetitive perspective on either things changing around you or a Scorpio. All right, so let's see. Let's see. Thank you, Ralph. All right, so let's get 8 cards here. Let's see. Are these all upside down? They are. Gotta keep flipping them. All right, so the major arcana that you have out here. Now, we are talking about vision, healing, and attitude. So that makes sense for us to pull the lovers as Gemini. It's our perspective. All right, we have Gemini and Sagittarius as the 2 signs that are out. So I feel like there's teaching and learning, or how we perceive something to be true. Something is like the perception that we have of something that is true, or what do we perceive to be true or real. You have 4, 4, and 3, 3 as well. All right, so let's see. The self-esteem part is coming into play. First of all, where are you at in these 8 cards? Because you're doing something currently out of love. You're trying to inspire somebody, or you're working with an Aquarius out of love here. What are you doing in love? Okay, so you're coming out in like kind of the Sag energy here. I feel like you're being honest with somebody. Yeah, inspiration. You are being honest with somebody. You kind of want them to feel more confident. That could be why the self-esteem is here then. So let's see what's triggering somebody's self-esteem then. You may, I feel like too, if you're in a scenario, especially if this is in dating, Pisces, like if you're in a romantic relationship and you're trying to like gas your partner up, I feel like that's what you need to see. That might be a pattern that you have. All right, where you're trying to make somebody else feel more confident or feel better. All right, but what's somebody doing in self-esteem here? So somebody is offended. All right, I feel like you may feel like somebody let someone bully them. I feel like you believe like their family members kind of bully them, and this could be you. Maybe you're being like somebody's like a little bit of a pushover here. What's making somebody feel insecure? Oh, if you are the woman, I feel like somebody feels very insecure around a beautiful woman. Okay. Somebody, whoa, uh-oh. Why is these readings so dramatic today on a Sunday? All right, let's see. Who is that? What the hell? Or somebody's worried about whether or not they're pretty enough. The Empress is coming out as spirituality and order. So I feel like this Empress, this person is a very spiritual like being, or they're beautiful. Maybe they do like they could believe in like glamour magic and manifestations and things like that. But somebody's very comfortable, and I feel like this energy triggers somebody else's insecurities. They're kind of okay. All right. Well, let's see. So your advice is vision. Let's see what you need to see here with healing and attitude. So I feel like the way you might need to see something is I feel like somebody might be triggered by you, Pisces. I'm not gonna lie. Like if you're like really well put together and you're trying to get somebody else to feel just as confident as you do, if that's what you're trying to do, because you're trying to inspire somebody, and I feel like that's why it's not working. It's almost like the person who's trying to inspire is also the same energy that's making somebody feel insecure, or the same part of you that you use as an example to inspire somebody that may make somebody feel insecure. Like say you're like, oh yeah, I back in the day I wasn't able to do blah 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 either, and then I learned how to do it and that's what's making somebody feel insecure. That's the part that kind of triggers somebody. It's almost like because you're able to do it, or because you were able to fix something, All right, so what else do you need to see here with vision? Thank y'all for sharing the live, by the way. I appreciate you. Let's see. So what do you need to see clearly here with vision, Pisces? The Chariot, the Sun, the Eight of Wands, and then the Eight of Cups. Now this is the Virgo reading, so I know that has something to do with it. They always tie together. But you got the Leo, you got a Cancer Sun. I'm sorry, you got Cancer, Leo, and then there's movement forward. So I feel like there's a movement away, or you need to fix. Okay, let's see what perspective you need to fix. A perspective on what? Let's see. Perspective on what here? Okay, rebellion. Yeah, and confidence. I don't know if you know a Virgo at all. That Virgo was doing well and somebody was jealous of them. You're kind of pulling that energy in your reading. Yeah, see, confidence, luck, and love. If you're doing something out of love and you're trying to inspire somebody else, I would start to put that energy within yourself for right now. I feel like that's what I'm getting. Because I'm not saying it's not working, but I feel like you're kind of wasting a little bit of your time. Like, I will put that energy more channeled into yourself at this moment. All right. What is the outcome of you trying to inspire somebody? Like, just for them? Let's see. Yeah, determined and defiance. Somebody is very damn in mood. Okay, whoever this is, they funky. I don't know. I don't think I wouldn't keep trying to inspire them. I wouldn't waste time on it. It looks like it's like nothing you. I mean, I wouldn't do it. I would like save what you're trying to do or who you're trying, like the inspiration energy. I would save that for somebody that actually want to care. Like right now, I wouldn't even give unsolicited advice. If it looks like somebody just not. I don't think you can inspire them. Like, say you're trying to inspire somebody to go to the gym with you. That's what is making them more insecure, is that you're able to go to the gym. It's something like that. All right, let's see. The readings is they're a little messy on this Sunday. It's only 7 a.m. I don't know why. I don't know where the mess is. I don't know. I guess it depends on where you are. I'm in Houston, so it's Sunday fun day. So maybe it'll be some drama at the parties or something. All right, let's see. All right, Leo is next. No problem. You're welcome. Thank y'all for sharing, liking. I appreciate y'all subscribing. If you're on TikTok, this will be up on YouTube. It'll be time stamped. All right, Leo is next. If you're just now joining, we're doing first come, first serve. So that is why the signs are out of order. They're not in order today. All right, so what's the energy surrounding the Leos? Energy surrounding the Leos here. What's the center of your reading? Okay, mood. So yesterday, Leos, you guys came out as mood. You were in that energy where there was a loss on an investment or regretting spending time or money on something. So I feel like that energy is kind of translating over to today. There can still be some sort of regrets or sadness. All right. Yes, it is hot. That's why I moved here, though. I like being hot. All right, so what role do you play here, Leo? So I feel like these are your emotions from yesterday or the situation from yesterday. All right, what role do you play here today? Okay, now you're rebelling. All right, let's slow down, Leos. So if you're in a bad mood, if you was mad about something yesterday, slow down. Don't act out of emotion. Don't just start acting a fool. Slow down, calm down a little bit. All right, because now you're in rebellion. So let's see. So what are you going against here? You're kind of going against the grain. What's the norm? What are you doing instead? What are you supposed to resist here? I feel like, okay, you're supposed to resist worrying or being anxious. What are you worried about? Yeah, the money that you lost. All right. I feel like you're worried about the money you lost or okay, so try to calm down. But you're like, nah, I care about that. I do care about that. All right. What other energy should you be in here, Leos? If you didn't lose money, it could be something that you regret doing, any type of loss. But I feel like it does have something to do with hustle here. All right. You said Oklahoma is triple digits. Damn. Thank you for the gift, by the way. All right, so let's see. What energy should you be in here, Leos? Yeah, respect. Okay. Try to calm down. Because I'm really getting that you're only going to rebel because you are in a bad mood, basically. What else should you do out of respect here? Or what is the rule you should follow? Perspective on mystery and guidance. Okay, so let's see. Maybe you're supposed to have a more positive perspective here. Don't, I wouldn't, you could also be dealing with the advice I would say would also be to listen to a Taurus if you have a Taurus around you. All right. You say you like me with long hair. I don't care, Michael. Men like me with any hairstyle I wear. I don't care at all. All right, so let's get 8 cards. Let's see. All right, King of Pentacles. Yeah, calm down and resist. Calm yourself down, literally. Here's your anxiety. You're trying to calm down. You're trying to have a good time. But I do like, this is a thing, right? Of course, it's normal to worry about a money loss. That just makes sense. That's a normal human behavior, especially if it was a big deal. But do not react and start, because I feel like this is like triggering a reaction where it's hard for you to calm down a little bit. All right, you got the Empress, the Sun, the Death card, the Six of Cups. Let me get one more, and then the Two of Wands. Something may even trigger another loss, so be careful. I feel like, yeah, I would not do any big spending today. Try to calm down because it might trigger another loss here. Let's see what else. What is the Empress doing? I feel like, too, somebody is trying to... I see a woman presenting somebody with something. There could be... If there's a female Leo, they're giving something to a Scorpio. I don't know if you're giving something to a Scorpio or like... Somebody, I do see like a woman here presenting something to somebody like out of kindness or out of generosity, and they're going to take it and they might low-key destroy it. Like, kind of calm down a little bit. Let's see, what is the Empress doing here? Okay, power. Yeah, peace. They're like, look, don't worry about it. Like, I feel like somebody is maybe somebody's helping you financially after the loss, and they're like, look, don't worry about it, it's cool. Like, I don't think I don't think you want to listen. Why is it hard for you not to trust it, or why is it hard for you to calm down here? Maybe it was a lot that you lost or you don't have. Vision and pride. So maybe this could be a pride thing. You may not want somebody to help you. You wanted to be able to do it. Let's see. What are you worried about? I feel like, too, you're like, no, that would be egotistical for me to act like I'm not afraid. I am nervous about losing this, or I do need this resource. I do need this money. All right, so let's see. Why is it? Let's see what else what's difficult for you here. Yeah, see, there's the mood part. You're like, because I keep seeing you say, damn, like it's low key, like I already had the money, or I could have just saved it. I wish I would have did this instead. You can't, I feel like, too, you're worried about maybe like financial independence and things like that. All right, let's see what else we can get here. Now, with respect, let's see what you're supposed to do that works best for you in this moment. All right, Leos, let's see. Let's see here. Oh, all right. So what should you do with respect and attitude? Maybe you need to respect how this person views something. Like if they're telling you not to worry and you're like, what do you know? Or It's like, no, it's okay. Yeah, because what you don't realize is the root of what's about to inspire you to do something crazy is that regret. It's that, like, just slow down. Like, this is the energy of you go to the casino, you lose your money, and you just keep playing to get it back. It's something like that. Like, it's all, take a step away, try to calm down, because you have calmed down. I feel like, too, something about this makes you want to get up and leave, get up and walk away. It's like maybe you don't want to be in this scenario anymore. You don't want to be around these people anymore. Just try not to, like, keep overreacting or anything like that. All right. So that is Leo's reading there. Nope, I didn't. Scorpio is last. You might be the first Scorpio. We have done Libra, Virgo, Pisces, and Leo. These are up on my YouTube. My YouTube is the same username. It's EeshUrHeartOut. Now we're about to do Cancer, Taurus, Capricorn, Aries, Sag, Gemini, Aquarius, Scorpio. So that's the order we got left. All right, so we got Cancer next. Cancers is next. When who gonna marry? Not me. All right, let's see. I don't know if you're asking me. Cancers. Cancer, and then Taurus. All right, Cancers. All right, what is the center of the reading for my Cancers? Let's see, what's the center of the reading for the Cancers today? All right, vision, being able to see something clearly. What are we able to see clearly here today? Or we are observing something. Personality, so we are able to see how somebody acts. All right. All right, what part of somebody's personality are we able to see clearly? We are able to see something very clear and identifiable. All right, we see sexuality and finesse. All right, there could be, what's the next card? Sexuality. Okay. So first of all, this could be a Gemini. All right, sexuality is a Gemini card to me. That's just how I read it. I feel like we can see a Gemini's personality clearly, or we can also see somebody, we're going to see somebody copying another person's personality. We're going to see somebody impersonating somebody, okay, or copying somebody. You're going to see where someone got something from. We're going to see, like, okay, this is the origin, this is the originator. They got that from them. That's what you're going to be able to see. All right, what else? What role do you play here, Cancers? All right, so your courage. All right, what do you have the courage to do? All right, leadership. All right, so you're going to initiate something. You're going to be the first to do something. So somebody's going to copy you. I feel like somebody's copying what you've already done because you initiated or you created something. All right, what other energy should you be in here, Cancers? Okay, focused. All right, so you got determined, resistance, and respect. Let's see, what else should you focus on? Or, like, if you're already in a leadership position, keep your focus. All right, don't get... All right. Somebody likes to trigger your emotions for their own entertainment, Cancer. They're going to purposely try to make you emotional. That makes them laugh. All right. So stay focused. That could be, maybe that's why somebody's copying something that you're doing. It's a trigger or whatever. All right. So let's see. Hold on, y'all. TikTok, do not inbox them. That's what I'm talking about. Do not. Don't listen to them scammers. All the scammers is on TikTok. All right, so let's see. If you originated something, somebody is going to like copy your personality. You are going to see this. Someone is going to try to trigger your emotions on purpose. They find it funny. So there's just a combination going on. All right, so we got the Ten of Swords, the Hermit, the Chariot. There you go, Cancer. You could be here with a Virgo, or you may have Virgo placements. All right, Three of Wands, Daughter of Coins, the Moon, the Four of Cups, the Eight of Cups. When somebody is not able to trigger you, they are going to leave you alone. They're going to walk away, literally. So if you ignore somebody, they will leave you alone. The signs that are out, you do have Virgo, and there could be another Cancer that is a reflection of you possibly, but who's copying somebody's personality? We can like we can see how somebody is acting. Yeah, if you're focused, okay, so that's what I'm getting. This came out in the Virgo reading. And Virgo's here with the Hermit. All right, so it's a couple ways I could read this. The Virgo reading, they had somebody that was jealous of them because they didn't understand where somebody was getting their finances from, or like how something was working out for them. Hold on, y'all. I gotta do this TikTok puzzle. I ain't gonna lie to you. TikTok annoying as fuck for real. TikTok is like, all right, fuck it. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. That was ridiculous. All right, we had to do it. Why? Okay. Hold on. We got to do a puzzle to prove that I'm a human. Okay. All right. So if you have Virgo energy, right, you might need to watch the Virgo reading because the Hermit is here. And it's like, if you're focused on your money, or you're focused on something that you're doing that's making somebody else feel insecure, with courage and leadership too, if you do anything entrepreneurial, or like you're an independent contractor, or like if you're doing something like yourself, that is what's making somebody bothered or insecure, is that they still have to work. But what does that have anything to do with anything? Like if somebody's making money, I don't see why that matters. But anywho, but continue focus on your career. Yeah, you're going to see that somebody is faking their personality. Let's see what else we can see here. All right, I feel like you and Virgo look like you're coming out as yourselves here. Let's see. So what else are we going to witness? Let me see what else that is up there. What are you going to see? You're going to get a new perspective on manipulation, or a new perspective on what somebody sees as a tool. I feel like somebody uses other people's personalities as a tool. They copy them. I feel like too, you're going to see you're going to see these two people together. Maybe you weren't supposed to see two people together, but we're going to clarify. But it's like somebody, they copy what somebody else is doing. It's going to give you a new perspective on manipulation. All right, well, you're supposed to stay focused. So let's see what else you're supposed to do with determination, tenacity. What else are you supposed to do in determination? Do not get, yeah, there's that spite again. I don't know. This might be the same person because Virgo was having that issue and you pulling their energy. So, do not, this is the thing, right? Continue to focus on what you're building up, because it's going to be a repetitive, like the more you focus on it, the better it'll build up for you. I'm also getting to, like I said before, if somebody is not able to trigger you emotionally, they will leave you alone. Like that is the entire point of something, is to get you to be emotional. What else is somebody going to do to trigger your emotions here? All right, well, yeah, intuition came out here. So I feel like that makes somebody laugh, or that makes them feel funny. I mean, feel like something is funny here. Yeah, there's Virgo fighting. All right, so you guys may have Virgo placements, or you may know a Virgo, or you're with a Virgo, but yeah, All right, that's y'all reading. That was general. All right. That was pretty straight to the point for the Cancers. All right, Taurus. You said Virgo was somebody's trigger. All right. Did I say, oh, Taurus? That's right. All right. Good morning. All right, so what's the center of the reading for the Tauruses? Let's see what's going on for the Tauruses. Hey, y'all. Okay, connectivity. All right, so like a trap here, a mental trap. We keep thinking about something constantly, or we can only see something one way. All right, somebody could be caught, stuck. What role do you play here, Tauruses? What role do you play here? Okay, spirituality. So you're doing something spiritual. You're meditating, looking at your own cards. You're talking about some sort of belief system that you may have. This could be religious. All right. What other energy should you be in here, Tauruses, for yourself? So sexuality, let me see. So there, vision. You need your mind. Okay, so this is you. You can't see something clearly yet. You're gonna have to really, this is about you getting more control over your mindset. Personality, defense, and love. There's a part of yourself where you're not going to be able to do something out of love for someone else. Like you're not going to be able to compromise a part of who you are for somebody else. Are you this, like the task at hand requires a lot of mental stability. So if you're like, say with spirituality, you're meditating or you're praying for something, the key to what you're trying to get is your mind. All right, so it's not going to be anything that's necessarily outside of you. Now, of course, meditation helps with your mindset, right? Um, that is going to be what you need to focus on. So it's like, yeah, meditation can help you calm down or help you get your mind clear. But let's see what you have a trap mindset about. What is your trap mindset about here? About power. I'm literally saying, I'm getting a trap mindset about the power of the mind. You may not realize how powerful your own mind is, or how powerful you can change, how powerful the fact that you can change your mind is. So like for me, right, I'm in the habit of, if I go down a negative mindset, I consciously just rethink like, okay, but this is good, this is good. So it's like you're gonna have to do a conscious rewiring almost. All right, what do you need to be able to see with vision here? You're going to be able to, you need to see something clearly. I'm also getting to, if you are meditating, use that time to envision something that you're trying to build for yourself. And when we talk about envisioning something, it needs to be, still needs to be realistic. You don't want to be like, oh, $1 billion going to fall out the sky tomorrow and fall on my lap. So you still want to envision something that's moderately realistic, but like still you're envisioning something better for yourself. But what do you need to see clearly or envision here, Taurus? Defiance, order. Why is defiance covered out again? Resistance and versatility. You need to see that something is, there's an energy that's causing you to stop creating, or okay, or I feel like too, something is preventing you from learning and incorporating a lesson. All right, let's see. Yeah, mind over matter. Yeah. All right, so let's get 8 cards. Yeah, there's the love part. All right. Yeah, somebody is being honest and saying no. I see the Queen of Wands, Seven of Wands, Ace of Cups. I see the Empress here trying to. Somebody is doing something out of love, but somebody is resisting that. And I feel like the resistance from that comes from hatred or jealousy. That is what you need to see. There's hatred and jealousy, and that's getting somebody to resist the Empress. Now what I mean by that is, like, say there's an energy within yourself, right? You're trying to build something, create something. There could be a scenario where you want to go against somebody, or you don't get along with somebody, and it's kind of blocking you from elevating or fixing something or elevating in some area of your life. But I feel like if you are wondering what's going on now, also I want to say this too. If you're in a spiritual mindset, sometimes the reason that can cloud your judgment is like when you're thinking, oh, well, we're all nice and we're all loving, or we all should be caring, or oh, the root of why they act like that is blah, blah, blah. Sometimes that can distract you from what the reality of a situation is, though. So it's like you need to see something very clear for what it is. Don't psychoanalyze it. You know, you need to be as clear and straightforward and direct with what you're looking at or observing. And I feel like it has something to do with like envy or jealousy is stopping from, because versatility in the Empress is a energy of comfort, creativity, knowing that something works for us, like in a period of manifestation. So what is causing to resist that energy? Let's get 4 cards. Yeah, the Queen of Wands twice. There's the Empress again. Okay, so this is like a very beautiful energy. Somebody is they're very sure of themselves, very knowledgeable, they're creative. Okay. All right, Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, and in the World. You need to also, with vision, you need to see something through to the end. You need to envision something at the outcome of it. So if you're trying to use spirituality in a way of like manifestation, you need to view what is the outcome that you're trying to get. You need to see something clearly through something. That this is hard for me to explain. All right, so what else is the Empress able to do here? Because I feel like that's the goal that we're trying to reach. Humor and fluidity, okay, and style. So this energy here is like being able to deal with the ebbs and flows, the ups and downs, the emotions. I feel like there is a very feminine energy that's able to control their emotions very well. What's going to be brought to completion here with the World? Yeah, love. So what was somebody doing out of love here? Because it's almost like that energy is stifling the Empress. Like that would be better for somebody to be in. Somebody continuously may do this as well. All right, this could be within yourself. It just depends. What is somebody doing out of love here? We got rebellion, order, and fight. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Okay, this is like conflict, distractions. What does the Empress know to do now? Or what will they learn here? I feel like you're seeing something very short-sighted. Yeah, luck and potential. All right, so luck and potential and emotions, right? They know whatever they're setting out to do is going to involve emotions. They cannot get emotionally attached in a scenario to where it's stifling their growth or stifling their own manifestations. Also, what I'm getting is the root of your reading was the power of your mind. Your mind is going to control your emotions. All right, so keep that in mind. I'm also getting two. With spirituality, do not lay in waiting. Don't. Spirituality is very helpful, but do not overly meditate. Like you got to get up and do something. You got to get up and research that goal that you're meditating on. Okay, boom. Like, okay, I want to do this. Go research it. Research that industry, the supplies needed, what kind of job, what kind of licenses does that career need, or something like that. So, make sure you have a good balance. All right, because that, I feel like the root of your reading really is the power of your mind. This can also be a belief system where you think that something is outside of you, and it's going to be basically up to you to decide how you're going to maneuver something. It's less about what's outside of you in this case and more about your mind and control of your mindset. All right. All right, what other energy should you be in here, Tauruses? Let's see, what other energy should you be in? You've got fight, inspiration, self-esteem as well, and personality. I feel like too, there is an element of being yourself in front of people. All right, there is an element of that, or like you are worried about what other people are thinking. You may have to challenge an Aquarius, I'm getting, or you might have to go against just an entire group, it looks like. But let's see, what energy should you be in here, Taurus? Yeah, there literally a new perspective on what you're fantasizing about or what you're dreaming about, or like you need to put this goal into a practical mindset. All right. You got the Chariot and the Ten of Swords. All right, so you're going to get a new perspective on that. All right, so that was Taurus. All right, so next, that was kind of quick. All right, so we're doing Capricorn, Aries, Sag, Gemini, Aquarius, and Scorpio. Sorry if I sound kind of drowsy, y'all. I'm not going to lie. I've been up since like 4:30. I'm sleepy. That's why I was like, let me do these videos and then I can go back to sleep for Sunday. Thank y'all for tuning in, too. I appreciate it. It's a lot of y'all today. Sunday is always when it's a cool group of folks. You know, if anybody does content creation, my advice would be to notice whatever day, you know, has the most traffic. Sunday is the best for me. I don't know if that's the case for everybody. It depends, I guess. All right. Who I say? Capricorns. All right, Capricorn. Shout out to the Caps. Shout out to the Cappies. Yeah, it's the chill day. Yep. I'ma really be chilling. I'm about to take my ass to bed. All right, what's the center of the reading for the Capricorns? Let's see. Center of the reading for the Capricorns. This was up on my YouTube as well, you guys. Real quick, sorry, Capricorns. TikTok, I am up on YouTube. It is the same username. It's EeshUrHeartOut. If you miss your sign or if you can't stay for the whole video, this will be up on my YouTube. And I am definitely going to timestamp it after this as well. All right, so Capricorns, what's the center of the reading for the Capricorns? What's going on here for y'all? Let's see. Okay, resistance. What's being resisted? Resistance. Okay, resisting rebellion. So now Leo came out as rebellion, kind of wanting to do things against the grain. If this is your energy, I feel like too, I will say this too. Capricorn, sometimes I look at you as the rebellion card. All right, you could be resisting being yourself or going against the grain. Somebody could be resisting you, but we'll get more clarity on that. We're like, okay, I'm gonna hold back, I'm gonna chill, I'm gonna follow the rules, regulations, all that good stuff. All right. It's live up on YouTube now, so it will, like, I'm on that platform right now. You could go back there and rewind, or it'll be posted. It should process pretty quick. All right, so what role do you play here, Capricorns? Okay, knowledge. All right, so you have some information in this scenario. You already, especially if it's resistance, rebellion, it's like a know better, do better situation. But let's see. So you have information. You know what you're doing. What do you have information on? What are you knowledgeable about, Capricorns? Let's see. What do you already know? Humor. All right, so first of all, you know about like indulgences. Now, if this is resistance and rebellion, you're trying not to overindulge. You already know about that. You know not to do that. But I feel like too, you know what makes you happy. You know what you enjoy. All right, yeah, it says humor, voice, personality, power. All right. So it looks like this has something to do with you knowing that there's a group of people that want to pay attention to you. There's a group of people listening to what you're saying. All right, we're going to clarify that as well. All right, but what other energy should you tap into here, Capricorns, for yourself? Okay, style. All right, so a Cancer. Looks like a Cancer energy here. Now, Cancer is your polar opposite. I feel like for you, this may be a sibling is what I'm getting, like a sibling, a friend, or a child. All right, but the energy you should be in is dealing with a Cancer. All right, also, if we're talking about this within yourself and we're mentioning like voice and personality, if you have to put something out there or if you have to network, make sure that you're dressed up or like you're presenting yourself well in the moment. Like, don't, this is not a good time to go out somewhere where you're not well put together, I guess you could say. I'm also getting to do something in your own way, shape, or form here. All right, so let's get 8 cards. Let's see. If you know a Cancer, today will be the day to listen to that Cancer's advice. There's humor. There's a 10 of Cups. All right, so there's a group. You know that, okay, you know that somebody's trying to be funny. It looks like there's a Libra. You know that this person is trying to be funny. This is why somebody is going to say this out loud. Somebody's saying something out loud either because they're trying to be funny or they want to be noticed in front of the group. Okay. There, yeah, there you go. Cancer, Capricorn. I am not sure what that has to do. So there could be a Cancer that comes to you about this scenario. They're like so and so is just doing this on purpose in front of people, or let me see. What do you, yeah, because you're here. What are you doing in the Devil card? That Cancer is going to give you some information or an idea. What are you blocking out? And then we'll see what the Cancer is going to tell you to do. Okay, fluidity. What is the Cancer advising you to do here? Okay, confidence and self-love. All right, so whatever the, basically Cancer does rule self-love to me, so I feel like they're doing something that benefits them. I feel like there's a combination where there's a person who wants to do something for other people, or like they're saying something out loud to be funny in front of other people. I wouldn't worry about that. I don't know if somebody's saying something about this to you or saying that this is like about you. I feel like too, Capricorn, if you have a group of people watching you, it's time for you to talk about yourself or present something that you've done yourself, like your own product. If there's anything to do with like your career and networking, I feel like a Cancer is going to advise you to network on your own behalf. Like, this is not a scenario where you put somebody else on, you give somebody else the opportunity. I'm also getting to make sure, like I said before, your everything looks professional when you show up. I feel like that's what this is. Center something all around you while the group is watching. If they're like, say you were at work, right, and somebody wants to do like a review on something, and they're like, hey, like, what do you think about so and so? Don't talk about anybody else. Don't bring anybody else up. Focus everything on you. Use every opportunity to focus it, like to bring the spotlight toward yourself right now. All right, so you got confidence and self-love. So they're telling you to do something independently, do it by yourself. Make sure that you feel comfortable first. All right, so that could be why you know what makes you kind of happy here. You know what you enjoy. All right, what other energy should you be in here, Capricorns? You got versatility, yeah, potential, and intuition. All right. Yeah, do not do, you got love right there and connectivity. Do not do something right now today out of love for another individual. That's not, it's not really going to work out. Or let's see. All right, so what other energy should you be in? Let's just clarify real quick. You got 7-7, yeah, the temperance. So you kind of already know what to do with the temperance. That could be the knowledge that you have. It's nothing else for you to really figure out here. All right, I feel like you are having patience in a scenario, so there's no need to like overthink anything. All right, but focus, yeah, focus on yourself for this, or use the public platform for yourself, not for somebody else. All right, that was Capricorn. We didn't do Sagittarius yet. They're not next. We have Aries, Sagittarius, Gemini, Aquarius, and Scorpio. All right, Capricorn's reading was kind of short. Sorry, Capricorns. I feel like that was kind of short there. Cancer was at 51 minutes. That's up on my YouTube. And Leo was at 43 minutes. If y'all are new to watching me, we go in first come, first serve. So it won't. That's why I don't be in order, if you're wondering. All right. So Aries is next. I didn't mean to cut the Capricorn so short, but it's all good. All right, Aries. That's the advice you got yesterday. Aries, let's see. All right, what is the scenario surrounding the Aries? My YouTube is the same as this username on TikTok, so it's EeshUrHeartOut. Thank you, Hannah. All right, what's the center of the reading for my Aries here? All right, guidance, people coming together, like-minded individuals, taking in information here. What role do you play here, Aries? Oh, okay, leadership. All right, so you're the one that's leading people. You're initiating something. What are you... So if you're wondering, people are listening to you. All right, so... All right, what are you leading people to do here? Aries is up on my YouTube as well. All right, what... You're leading people to focus on an opportunity or to focus on the time. Pay attention to this opportunity. Pay attention to this time. You're like, this is a good time to do this. All right, there could be something dealing with a Cancer. What do you feel like this is a good time to do? That's what you're teaching people. You're like, yeah, this is the perfect time, blah, blah, blah. Love, resistance, spirituality, superstition, and skill. What? This is the perfect time to love, or okay, we're gonna let's clarify what other this is the perfect time to do something. Let's see. What other energy should you be in here, Aries? What other energy should you be in? All right, passion. So take action. What do you, okay, what do you need to, you desire a certain outcome, or you desire, so focus on the desired outcome, but what other action do you need to take here? You need to be inspired. Okay, you got respect, humor, and versatility. So whatever's going on, you do have to respect a group of women, or you're gonna have to deal with somebody's family here. There could be a Taurus involved as well. Okay, I'm also getting too, if you're leading people to do something, make sure that you've paid attention to all the rules and the regulations. I'm also getting to the people that are listening to you or following after you. You're going to have to set a schedule, or like set rules and regulations. So like, say you're doing something, you have clients or customers. There's going to have to be a rule or regulation set for those clients and customers, basically. All right, so let's get 8 cards. Let's see. Let's see. You're noticing something, you're observing it, and that's going to give you a new perspective. There's a 9 of Pentacles. Somebody's going to have a new perspective on why somebody is insecure or jealous, and that we'll see what that has to do with you. Here's the Hierophant. So you're like, yeah, here's a good opportunity. Do this at this time. Do this at this set schedule. Here's your rule book with the Hierophant. You need to set these rules and regulations. I'm also getting to something needs to have like documentation. What does this pertain to, I wonder? Let's see. Let me see. What else are you doing in leadership? Why are you coming out that way? Hold on. So, okay, so something's a little off. Hold on, because I don't want to tell you, Aries. I'm going to read this in a way that doesn't look, it's not coming off like leadership, I guess, or if you're giving advice, you're giving advice from a place of what you wish you knew or like information that was missing. What are you guiding people to do here? Okay. Yeah, I feel like you're guiding people to plan ahead. You're getting people to like, okay, think about this outcome. Think about, I feel like too, you could be telling people to listen to an Aquarius, or you're telling people to do something in time before like time is up. You want somebody to focus on the time. You may feel like you ran out of time. I'm going to show you why I say this. This is the way you're coming out. So you could be like trying to teach them, like, I'm disappointed, so I want to teach y'all how to, avoid this, or pay attention to the potential outcomes and look at it from all kinds of different perspectives. Is kind of what I'm getting, because that's what I was saying. Like, you're observing something, you're looking back, and there's a new perspective on what you observed before. I feel like there was something missing from what you were observing. So, damn, how do I want to put this? How do I want to explain this, right? Like say I was going to teach a class on how to build my YouTube, right? I'd be like, yeah, I wish I would have known this. I didn't know this before. I didn't see this before. So plan for this, that, and the third. Look at it this way. Look at the details over here. So that could be what you're doing. What causes the Three of Swords really quick? Like, it could be like a temporary disappointment, or there was like missing information. What was the Three of Swords? I feel like it's time. I feel like it has something to do with time here. The amount of time that you spent on something. Or you may have did something, not realize how much time was going to go into it. Or how much time you put into a scenario. So you are, and in the way this is depicted, people are listening. So don't, they are paying attention. They're listening to you. So let's see. So let's see what else you're supposed to do with passion here. What other energy should you be in here with passion, Aries? Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Okay, yeah, the Hermit. So you have the knowledge now. You know what to do. You have the information. Um I would also do something in the moment right now. Take the advice that you would give these people. Whatever advice that you're giving, I feel like you're in a position where you need to take your own advice as well. Not saying that you're not, but it's given like, okay, I learned this mistake. I missed this detail. I didn't have this information. Let me look into it before. I would, like, if you're revising something, I would go over it and over it over and over again. Or like if there's anything dealing with like paperwork, I would make sure you're looking at the paperwork over and over again. Um I'm not sure what the resistance and all that part is. I feel like too, you're like, yeah, the time is now. So that could be the part where with the resistance and spirituality, like, don't do it too much, don't meditate too much, don't sit and pray too much. Like, make sure you're getting up, taking action. You did your research on something, you looked over something, now it's time to implement the plan. All right, but I feel like that's what's going on here. So all right, the readings are pretty straight to the point, guys. Because I be trying to give like a detailed reading. I don't want to see like I'm rushing it, but I feel like that was your pretty much your advice there. All right, so we got 4 signs left, guys. So we got Sag, Gemini, Aquarius, and Scorpio. Those of you that's on TikTok, make sure that y'all check out the YouTube. The YouTube is the same username. It is EeshUrHeartOut. And yeah, this will be time stamped. All right, my Sages, we relate today. Y'all know Sagittarius is normally first or second. All right. Y'all gotta get up early with me. No, I'm just playing. I'm just kidding. All right, Sagittarius is, let's see. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you guys for all gifts and following and liking. I appreciate y'all. All right, so Sagittarius is, let's get a shuffle. Thank you, thank you. Thank y'all. All right, so what is the center of the reading for my Sagittarius is? Let's see, what is the center of the reading for the Sagittarius is? Okay, connectivity. That came out in Taurus's reading. All right, so a trap mindset or only seeing something one way. All right, what role do you play here, Sagittarius? Let's see, what role do you play here? Okay, so your innovation. If you're wondering, you got all the tools to make something work. You could be manipulating something. I don't know. All right, but if you're wondering, you got all the tools to make something work. You are creating something. All right, what are you creating here, Sagittarius? What are you creating here? Okay, versatility. No, this is all right. This looks like good energy. Looks like you're doing something that's creative. You're implementing something that you've already learned. If a creative idea comes to you, I will look into it. I'll research it, write it down, like right away. All right, looks like you'll be in a good energy for creative thoughts. Okay, attitude and truth. Okay, so the center of this is a trap mindset. So it looks like, now, I want to say this. Make sure you're not creating from a trap mindset, but I feel like you're finding a way to open up your mind or somebody else's, because it turns into attitude. All right, so what could the trap mindset be about here? Trap mindset about what? Interesting. Courage. Okay. All right, what other energy should you be in, Sagittarius? Okay, so you got sexuality and fluidity. All right, so that's okay. So getting more information, experiment on something. You have all the tools to make it work. So go ahead with that decision, but make sure you're experimenting in a way that you make sure this plan will work out, or look at multiple options, right? So say you have an idea for I don't know, you want to sell baby products. Don't go with the first baby product vendor, like do some research on something. I'm also getting there could be something involving a Gemini. All right, so you got vision and order. All right, so we're going to clarify this, but if you're coming out as innovation, let's see what that energy looks like for you. Let me get these 8 cards first of all. Let's see. Sardines. That I was about to sing the song. I'm from the DMV, so that made me think of that that go-go song. Sardines and porky beans. I'm not about to sing it right now. All right, let me get 8 cards. Let's see. 8 cards here for the Sages. These cards are a little fluffy. All right, the King of Wands. Okay, the Emperor. All right, so I feel like this is you for right now. And yeah, your innovation. You have created something. I feel like you're able to protect something. You may need to hear this with connectivity. Maybe you don't see what you're able to create. All right, maybe you don't realize you have like all the tools to make something work. Damn, the Wheel of Fortune. All right, 6 of Swords, a Star. Daughter of Baskets, the Queen of Cups, the 7 of Wands. All right, blocking out. Looks like more information on you or something, but we'll clarify that. But yeah, your innovation, it's pretty simple. It looks like somebody is watching you do this. If you're wondering too, you're creating something in real time. You're going to use your time to create something right now. I will say this too. Aries came out as leadership with luck with the Wheel of Fortune. They are in Aries. You could be learning from an Aries, or you watch them do something, so you're going to create as well. But I feel like right now you're the person that's coming out in this energy. So you're protecting something that you've created. It looks like by somebody watching you, that's what's going to change in outlook here, because you're right here. Okay, so let's see. All right, what else is the result of what you're able to create here? Happy Sunday. Let's see. What is the result of what you're able to create here with the Emperor? Okay, the Hermit. I feel literally you are able to create something on your own. Oh, Sag, you came out in the Virgo's reading too. I forgot that part. You did come out in the Virgo reading. So if you know a Virgo, maybe they're paying attention to something. You're giving somebody a new perspective also possibly on your intuition. All right, but yeah, there's the Hermit. All right, so you know how to do something solo as well. You're able to keep something isolated to yourself. Okay, let's see what else though. What else is this? What is it a good time for you to do with the Wheel of Fortune? Okay, you have a lot about keeping something to yourself and protecting it too. So whatever you're working on, whatever ideas, use those ideas for yourself. I wouldn't share them. I feel like too, this is a good time for you to hold on to your money. I wouldn't do not go spend a large lump sum, or don't spend a lot of money. I feel like too, there's going to be an option where what you're doing, you're able to do it for cheaper. All right, so that's what I was saying about looking into different options, experiment. Don't just take the first decision. I'm also getting to something needs to remain consistent with the Wheel of Fortune. Hold on to this, keep building it up, and it's going to go in a good cycle. All right, keep it on a cycle. All right, so let's see what else we can get. What other energy should you be in with sexuality and fluidity? Oh, you said Jupiter is direct. I was also thinking about doing some astrology videos, like birth chart videos, but we'll get to that in a second. You said this is witchcraft. Ooh. I will put a spell on you if you don't get out of here. I'll witchcraft you. Hex you real quick. No, I'm just kidding. All right, let's see. What energy do you need to be in sexuality, Sagittarius? All right, so you got the 10 of Wands. Here's the 4 Wands. Here's the 4 Swords. Literally. Like, I feel like within you, figure something out, follow it through, finish it to the end. All right, and then you'll be able to rest. All right, but finish something to the end first. You do have, I see intuition coming out. So you have intuition here with the High Priestess. Let's see what else your intuition's telling you to do and continue. Because I like when people follow their own intuition. All right. Thank you, Mojo Blair. All right, so what else is your intuition telling you with the High Priestess? Okay, so something is made. You do not have to worry. Somebody wants you to worry about whether or not something is going to work. It will. You're fine. A mindset about courage. That is the center of it. What is the trap mindset about courage? What do we believe about it? Or, okay, ambition. If we were to open up our minds, how we view this scenario. Yeah, okay, resilience. That was your advice, the 10 of Wands. I feel like the advice is to see something through to the end here. All right. Okay, I do see, so there's a slight blockage here with an Aquarius energy. It could be groups of people. I feel like if you share something with a large group, it may block the idea. I wouldn't do that. But what's being blocked out with the 7 of Wands here? Oh, yeah, no. You know what you're supposed to do. You're going to be able to handle this and do something yourself. I feel like, too, you do really well with doing the type of work you do or the way that you work better when you get everything done at once or something like that, or like you do all the hard parts and then all the work is done. So you may work better like that. I can't speak for everybody, but that's kind of how I like to work. Like I'll do everything that's difficult. I'll do all the hard part first and I'm done for the rest of the day. So that could be how you need to move or kind of operate. I feel like too, there's a mindset about courage, right? So I feel like the issue is once you do all your due diligence and you've done all the research on something, there is no need to really worry that much about it because you did research on it or you prepared for things and you already have the information at hand. All right, what else is the outcome for the Sagittarius? And then we'll go on to the next one. Yeah, fluidity, there's respect and leadership. All right, so this could be dealing with that Aries came out as leadership and you pulled the Emperor. So you guys may be dealing with that or have that energy. All right, y'all, just ignore the trolls. Don't get offended by the trolls either. I leave them there on purpose because it makes more traffic towards my page and my channel. So don't worry about it. Just don't get offended. Leave them there. If y'all ever do any content creation, you're gonna have people like that anyway. So leave them there. That's how algorithms. That's how the algorithm works. All right, so that was Sagittarius. We got Gemini, Aquarius, and Scorpio left. So Gemini. After these three, I'm going back to bed, y'all. Taking my ass to bed. All right, let's see. Who I say Gemini? I don't even be remembering the name. Geminis. If you're watching on TikTok, this will be saved up on my YouTube channel, guys. My YouTube is the same username. It is EeshUrHeartOut. All right. It's EeshUrHeartOut. Okay. I blocked them, y'all. It's okay. Don't. It's okay. It's probably a bot. It might not even be a real person half the time. It probably is a real person. People are crazy. All right, so I did Capricorn at 71 minutes. So that's like an hour and 11 minutes. It's up on YouTube. Yes, it is free promo. That's why I leave them there. I let them troll. It just it makes it look like, oh, all these people are commenting on her live. That's what it looks like to the algorithm. They don't know. And he's going to get tormented by tarot cards forever because it's going to be his algorithm. It's going to be filled with it. So you're going to be tormented all day. All right. Gemini. What is the center to reading for my Geminis? What's the center to reading for the Geminis here? All right, yourself. This is your card, Geminis. Yeah, if you're wondering, not y'all aren't all like freaked out. I know it says sexuality, but that's your card, Gemini. If you didn't know, like I said, you know what? I should do an astrology live one day. But Gemini is the twins, masculine and feminine. Fun fact, the reason that they are depicted as like a man and a woman in the tarot is because Mercury is a planet that is determined to be both masculine and feminine. So the different planets have different genders allegedly. So that is why. So Mercury is binary. All right, so sexuality. That's why y'all came out like that. All right, Gemini. So your reading is you. It's about you. So let's see. All right, what else is your energy, Geminis, in this reading? What else is your energy currently? Okay, so right now your self-esteem. So you might feel a little offended or a little insecure about something. You may feel left out. Okay, so what's offending you, Gemini? Let's see, what's offending you? What might get you triggered? Now, right now, if you're watching this, that doesn't mean you're offended right now. Something may occur today, but what might trigger you, Geminis? Okay, potentials. It's going to be something that you see. You're going to get an actual message. I feel like too, something is physical proof of something. So it looks like you're going to see something on your phone today that offends you, or you're going to get an offensive message. Okay. What else do you see here? It's like it's physical, it's tangible. What else do you see here? Finesse, courage, transition, and personality. There's an energy where you could have been pretending to feel like you were ready for something. You're not really ready, or you weren't really courageous in that light. But if you're seeing something finesse, you may also get a message back that something did not work. Something you were trying to do didn't work. Okay, so so let's see. What was your intended outcome here? Okay, yeah, voice. All right, what actually occurs? You want it to be heard. Oh, okay, emotion. Something looks like an emotional outburst here. The plan was to be able to either have like a conversation or to be heard, but I feel like the result is either something that you said or something else that someone else said started to become an emotional trigger. All right, I feel like too, if you go looking for something today and you're trying to, it's like the message that you're looking for will offend you. All right, what other energy should you be in here, Geminis? Okay, so you should be in innovation. Sagittarius had innovation as well. They are your opposite sign. Literally change. Create a change. Literally. If you're wondering, okay, so maybe somebody says something that offends you, that means that I feel like the thing that offends you is something you're going to be able to change, right? So, like, say you don't feel comfortable about the outfit that you have on, you can dress for your body type, or, or like you feel uncomfortable about how your hair looks. You're able to go fix your hair. You can go get all the tools to do your hair or something, but literally you have all the tools to change something. If you're wondering, literally make a change. All right, so let's see. Let's get the 8 cards. Also, if you tried to do something and it didn't work, you can try it again in a different way. We'll figure out why something did not work or what was missing. There can be a Leo involved here. With the strength card, I did see, yeah, there was a strength right there. And here they are here. So there could be something dealing with a Leo. I feel like, too, the reason something's offending you, if there's no Leo involved, this is repetitive. You've been doing it for a long time. Yeah, I see you wanting to cut this off. There's the 7 of Swords. Yeah, you're going to see something did not work. Here's the change. Okay, there is something that you're repetitively doing. We're going to figure out what it is. Literally, in something, change it, transform it. Okay. Let's see what the intended outcome it was here. What was the intended outcome? This is Gemini, yep. Yeah, the Page of Swords. The intended outcome was for your voice to be heard. You are an air sign. I'm also getting, too, you may have wanted your words to have effect on something. I'm also getting, you wanted, now the Page of Swords saying something can be something kind of harsh. Like there could be, maybe you wanted to be able to give some type of critique. Let's see, who are you trying to say something to? I feel like, too, you just wanted your voice to matter. You wanted people to, like, you said something and people were supposed to look further into what you're talking about. What else were you saying here? You wanted something to end. You wanted, let me see, what were you saying is over? So something did not come to an end just because you said so? Sag is following their intuition. That's your opposite. It's like you wanted I don't know if you wanted a secret to come out. You want it to be the end of a secret or the end of something, and that, okay, what actually happened with emotions? These are a little sticky, these cards. All right, let's see. What actually occurred with emotions? The 10 of Cups. All right, so this is the thing. You wanted something to end. It cannot end because I'm not trying to laugh, Gemini. Let me slow down because it's not funny. You wanted to bring something to an end. That's not working because there's a group of people or people like this person. It's too many people. People are emotionally attached or emotionally invested in something. So that's why it's not like the emotion that's being triggered is like laughter instead of like people don't want to end it because they're happy with what they see or they're laughing or they're enjoying something. So it would be like you want to say something about another individual or you wanted people to kind of look into somebody or look into this individual. That's not working because everybody's laughing with them or people enjoy them. Okay. All right. So what do you see that offends you then? You come out in self-esteem. So let's see. So you're in self-esteem. It's literally like you hate that somebody can give you something or you hate what is potential? It's almost like you're upset that somebody can give you something or yeah, this is not, people are not listening to something. They're holding back. They're not talking. You may want somebody in particular to talk or to say something, but they're not. It's okay. You have creation and change though. So what energy should you be in with innovation? Looks like you're able to change it. What energy should you be in innovation? Yeah, judgment. So there's the voice again. There's the talking part. Like, I don't. This might be similar to what I told Capricorn. Like, they know to keep something on them or they know to keep the attention on them. It's like this would be judgment. Maybe you need to speak to your crowd of people or what will this change this into? It's what I feel like it's what you're talking about or how you're talking or what you're discussing or something like that. It could be like the topic. What are you able to change this into, Geminis? Okay, you got the Chariot, the King of Swords. Yeah, there's a lot about resisting saying something or resisting a repetitive cycle of conversation. There's no need to, that's weird. It's almost like you want a reaction for what you're saying or something. What are you trying to discuss? It's like you want your voice to matter that much, but you're not talking to the, yeah, vision and knowledge. That's what I was saying. So this is the thing, right? Capricorn had knowledge and humor. They may know that they have an entire group of people that support them. It's like somebody knows they have a group of people to support them. Or somebody knows that something is funny or humorous or it's a joke, it's to be enjoyed. Or you want to prove like, yeah, like, I said this, look at this, everybody pay attention to this, but nobody's paying attention to that. So, all right, what do you need to change this into for yourself, Gemini? Yeah, leadership, healing, and order. I feel like you need to make something more organized for, I'm also getting to maybe you need to listen to that Aries. They had leadership, but it's who you're talking to or like how you're saying it. I feel like you need to take charge of something and actually recreate it or heal the process in which you're doing something. You're just, it looks like basically you're pointing a finger or you're focused a little bit more on other people. You said stop dry stitching, Gemini. Yeah, I don't know. All right. Who's next? We got Aquarius and Scorpio is last, guys. Last but not least. These readings were pretty straightforward today, pretty clear. We didn't have to spend too much time on each sign. Again, if you're watching me on TikTok, come on over to YouTube too and subscribe so y'all can catch the readings at any time. This will be timestamped when I'm done, guys. We're almost done. Shout out to New Guinea. Okay. Hi. All right, Aquarius. Aquarius and Scorpio is last. It's nice and early. It's 8 o'clock. I take me a little nap and still have the day. All right, let's see. What is the center of the reading for the Aquarius is? Sorry, y'all. Innovation. All right, so Sagittarius came out as innovation. I did pull the star card in that reading. You got to have a Sag placement. But innovation, creativity, being able to make something work, having all the tools to make something work. Again, it could be that Sag. That was the energy that they came out in. All right, so what role do you play here, Aquarius? What's your role here? All right, your sexuality. So right now you're in the Gemini energy. All right, sexuality and leadership. So you could be, there's something dealing with Gemini, Aries energy here. But I feel like too, you are deciding to lead something or you're trying to partner up with the leader. I feel like too, you're trying to make a clear decision with sexuality coming out here. All right, what other energy should you be in, Aquarius? So you should be in rebellion. All right, what is the norm here? Peace. What should you do that's different? Okay. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to hold this up. So normally people in your, I feel like normally people in your scenario, they try to turn a blind eye to something, they ignore it, or they keep quiet on something. You need to at least, at the very least, acknowledge the truth or see something for what it is. So you don't have to, I feel like in your scenario, people normally say something about this. What do you need to see the truth about here? People normally would speak out about this. Ambition and love and attitude. Yeah, voice and guidance. This is the thing. I wouldn't say anything. Because I feel like whatever this is, like normally people, this is a topic where when you see something, somebody's going to be upset maybe, or like if you say something, somebody might get upset. But at least acknowledge what's actually going on. So let's see. Let's get 8 cards. Let's see. Okay, so, well, let me wait before I say anything. So before I say everything here. Okay, I saw something about that Virgo energy where somebody was jealous or envious in their reading. They could be coming out here. I'm also seeing there is an opportunity. There is an element of waiting to make sure or waiting to do something at the right time. I feel like there is a balance between, literally, somebody is conflicted on, do you wait or do you do something in the now? I feel like that is the internal conflict, or that could be what somebody's thinking about. Like, do you wait or does it matter right now? That's what we're thinking about with this opportunity. All right. So I feel like in that case, somebody's kind of looking back at the times where something took a long time. I feel like, too, something grows over time when it is cyclical or when it is repetitive or when it is consistent. Something is growing. It's going from the 5 to the 7 to the 9. So if somebody's wondering about money, the money is growing, or Like a situation is developing positively. So let's see what you're doing in sexuality here. Looks like you're listening to leadership, or you're listening here. Let's see, what are you currently doing in sexuality? Okay, the King of Wands. So you see the truth, you're noticing it, you're confident about this. What do you see the truth about? So at least acknowledge it. I wouldn't do not turn a blind eye to this. Don't just ignore this. What do you see the truth about? All right, it's somebody literally saying I love you, or somebody's voice, or what it is. You see the truth about what somebody is saying. It's the perspective on what somebody is saying or how they're saying it. What is somebody discussing? So it's like you see what somebody's saying. Damn, how do I want to explain this? It's like, okay, let's see. What is somebody explaining or talking about here? Somebody could be very like passive aggressive. That could be what it has to deal with. They're saying something about you, Aquarius. Do not turn a, oh, okay. All right. So what is somebody saying about you? Okay, you got leadership, dominance, and order. That you could be, maybe you're in charge of something, you're controlling the way that something is going. They might, with dominance, that could be a little bit of like maybe abuse of power. Like, you like to be in control of stuff. You're leading it, you like to be in control of it. You're reading, you did kind of come out in the Aries energy as well. So there's something dealing with maybe you and an Aries, but they're telling you that you're able to create something, that you're able to plan something. I feel like you want to take charge of how something is done or how something is organized. That is what somebody is telling you. All right. What else should you do with this information once you see it, or once you're able to recognize it? This is Aquarius, yeah. Okay, you got voice and emotions. There's intuition and sexuality again. All right, so you're trying. I feel like you want to be in control of a scenario. You want to control how something is organized. That's what somebody is telling you. All right, I feel like too the way somebody's saying it is in a nice way. So they may be like, Aquarius, you always like to take charge, or you're always the first person to do blah blah blah. So that's how they're going to say it or something. All right, so what do you do with what you see here, Aquarius, with this information? Okay, yeah, it's a new perspective. That is, yeah, it's a new, something is what you're currently doing is in Gemini energy though. Are you partnered up with somebody you normally don't partner up with? Or this is also going to give you a new perspective on what you're currently doing, on the energy that you're currently in. Because it's almost like you're trying to act like you're okay with somebody else taking charge, or you're okay with partnering up. Somebody's like, no, Aquarius, you like to be in charge. You like to control how something goes. Then maybe you should organize it. Maybe you should plan it. I feel like that's what's going on. That's what somebody's going to let you know. All right, what is the outcome here for Aquarius? Peace, strength, versatility, and knowledge. Yeah, you need to pay attention to something. Do not ignore it. It's because I feel like you may not want to even listen to it. Maybe it's coming from somebody younger than you or something like that. All right, Scorpio is last but not least, y'all. If you're on YouTube, if you're on TikTok, this will be up on YouTube. It'll be time stamped. All right, Scorpios. What is the center of the reading for the Scorpios here? What's going on for the Scorpios? Versatility, something that is able to be created. That's interesting because Aquarius had innovation. You got versatility. Sag had innovation and versatility. All right, but comfort, creativity, something being well done. We incorporated lessons that we've learned here. All right, this could be a significant woman as well. All right, so what role do you play here, Scorpios? All right, style. So yesterday you were resisting style. You're in a Cancer energy. All right, so you have something to do with a Cancer energy. You're moving forward. You could have a Cancer placement. You're either talking about a Cancer, talking with them, whatever. All right, what other energy should you be in, Scorpios? All right, so you should be in leadership. What do you need to lead? You need to be the first person to do something, initiate something here. What do you need to lead people to do? See. Okay, what do people need to see? You're leading people to see something differently, open up their eyes, have a new perspective. Okay, you got guidance, angel, and rebellion. I talked about Aquarius being rebellion. All right, so it could be guidance, something dealing with a Sag possibly. All right, so let's see. The Lovers, the Queen of Wands, the Page of Wands, the Ace of Swords. There's that, I don't know, if you're dealing with an Aquarius, there's that new perspective on what an Aquarius is doing. Literally somebody is thinking, they're thinking logically, and then they're going to ask for a second opinion. There's the guidance, Page of Pentacles, there's the Empress, there's the Ten of Pentacles. So this is about a significant woman here, the Empress. This could be you, of course. Like if you're in a leadership position, you're like, yeah, I can create this. I do see something about like an important, there's like an important woman here, and that is the center of the, like that is what you need people to see, something about women in general. Let's see what else. What is the Empress doing? What is the Empress creating here? She's creating something, or like she's nurturing something here. Yeah, sexuality, respect, and humor. This has something to do specifically with like a Gemini energy. I'm also getting two, masculine and feminine. I feel like there's something dealing with, there's a need to respect the women of the family here. I'm also getting, if somebody has sons, it's time to, this is just random. I'm getting all the messages, but I feel like somebody needs to teach their son how to better respect women. Because where are you at here, Scorpio? Let's see. And you're supposed to be leadership, so. Where are you at here, Scorpio? You're the Six of Pentacles, so you're spending money on something. All right, you're spending money on a Cancer. Let me see, what else are you putting money into? I feel like you're putting money in. Okay, you're putting money to end something. That's the last step. What do you bring? You're using money to bring it into what? So I feel like you're paying off a debt, or this is the last step, is to pay for something. And what is that complete? It brings something full circle once you complete that. Okay, justice. If there's anything dealing with a Libra, it's going to end something with that Libra. I feel like, too, there is... It brings it brings an end to a court case. All right, it brings an end to a court case. You're paying off a debt. All right, that's what's going on. What energy should you be in with leadership? You've got the Magician. All right. What are you going to make people see here? By leadership, you're going to lead by example. All right, so you're not going to vocally tell somebody how to do it. you're going to actually do it, and they're going to watch you do this. All right, what are they able to see here? You. All right. All right. There's the Empress again. So I feel like lead by example here. Something is going to develop really well. If you want, I don't know if somebody wants like a specific woman's attention, or you want to work with somebody, they will see you when you're leading by example. Somebody will appreciate what you're doing when you actually create it or prove that you can do this. You may even get somebody to pay attention to another person. Like if this is within yourself, you're able to build this up and do it independently and create it. It's going to look very good, very nice. It's something that you built up. This could be like interior design or like painting pictures. I don't know. I'm also getting like a self portrait, like things that you can create from scratch. I feel like you also are going to make another, you may make another woman look good, or you're showing people off to this woman. This could be like maybe you do really good hair, nails, makeup, things like that. All right, what other energy should you be in here, Scorpios? You got resilience, skill, mystery. Yeah, I feel like the bottom line was something goes quicker when you just spend the money on it, or when you just kind of put it into some sort of court case or something like that. What is the outcome for the Scorpios? Yeah, you're going to change, literally, you're going to get somebody to change how they view something. That is what's going to occur. All right, it's like an important conversation about this. All right, y'all, I got to go take a nap, okay? Y'all know I've been up super early. I appreciate all of you for watching, though. All right, thank y'all. Thank you for the compliment, drunk. Whatever your name is. I appreciate that. But yeah, so I'm going to sleep. Thank y'all for tuning in. Again, if you're on TikTok, don't get scammed. I will never DM you guys. Okay, you can only get readings in my bio. I'm not going to DM you for any readings, no spell work, no none like that. Please do not follow any other pages. Honestly, I'm not even gonna follow y'all to just that way. If it says I followed you, that is not me. Do not get scammed. All right, please. But thank y'all for watching. My YouTube is the same as my TikTok. It is EeshUrHeartOut. All right, so make sure that y'all follow, subscribe to YouTube. You'll be able to see all of the recorded lives. Also, if you join as a member, guys, you will be able to get the love and the career readings. All right, so you'll be able to get love and career readings on there, and you will get monthly questions, or monthly, basically a private reading. All right, so thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. And I'll be back. Y'all have a good Sunday.